Richard Carty here for Fighters Only TV. I'm here with Duane Ludwig, who's just cornered Danny Castillo to a win here in London. You've obviously quite new to Team Alpha Male. You've just started this at the start of the year. What's it like to get a big win with Danny? Your first time with him in the corner. What was that like for you?
It feels good. It's always good. It's always good to get a good start in a new path. And I thank Danny for listening and putting in the time. I'm starting to understand it now. It's like when I used to fight, I'd always say, "Oh man, the coaches. I think the coaches. Without them, I wouldn't really have anything." But I'm understanding it because I'm understanding why people are saying that now, because they think it's all about us, but it's actually not. It's flipped around, and I know now. I understand why the coaches say, "Well, he put in all the work," because that's the way it is, right? Like, I just give advice and help train him, but he's got to believe and put in the work. Because if he doesn't put in the work, he doesn't believe, then it's not going to. When we execute the plan, it's not going to work. So he puts in the time. He listens, he believes, and the result is a win. So I just gotta thank Danny for listening and trusting in me. So if he didn't trust in me, it wouldn't work. So I'm happy for him listening. That overall, he listened. It didn't go exactly as planned. The plan wasn't to dump him. The plan was get some strikes off and do some footwork and such. But he got the win and listened on the ground. And pretty clear-headed. So I was happy about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean. Obviously, part of his camp was bringing Nate Diaz over to help with his sort of triangles, things like that. Obviously, your striking is more your sort of area, but obviously the head coach of Team Alpha Male now. I mean, do you think that gave him so much confidence? Because he had absolutely no concern about jumping into Sass's guard, and he's quite a feared BJJ player. So, do you think that gave him so much confidence for this fight?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, work with Nate Diaz, it doesn't get any better than that. So. We got to thank Nate Diaz as well for coming down and helping out, because he actually came to us. And Danny went to him a couple times as well. So, but that's been happening quite a bit. They've been crossing over back and forth. There's like a half hour away or hour away. So they've been doing that for years. And I'm just glad that relationship is still going, because obviously helping each other out pulls out victories. So got to thank Nate Diaz as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for you, obviously, like we say, you just started really Alpha Male, you know what I mean? Obviously, you would have cornered guys before in the past and done things. I mean, but how is it now for you to actually be in this kind of, head coach role? Is it quite rewarding?
Well, right now it's rewarding, of course, because you're getting a good benefit, again, the end result, which was predicted, But overall, I've been coaching guys since I was 19. I've been doing this since I was 15, but actually coaching guys since I was 19 and training guys and stuff. So, but now I'm doing it full time. It's a bit of pressure because they're putting their lives in my hands, So I got to make sure that I'm making the correct decisions for them, because when they get in the cage and they listen to the advice that I gave them and it ends up being wrong advice, then that's on me. So I'm just glad that he listened. Actually, he listened. I say he listened. He listened to clear directions when he was in the situation, but he didn't follow the game plan as we were supposed to. But he got the win and he's healthy, so that's what matters.
Absolutely. At the end of I think it was the first, you actually thanked him.
Yeah, I thank for listening. For listening, because that just shows that he has belief in me and believes in the corner. So because I've been in that situation as well. I've had people in my corner that are saying some advice, some questionable advice. So I was like, I'd question it. So he didn't question my advice. So I thanked him for that, for sure. That's the way it's got to be. It's got to be good. It's a give and take relationship. I got to thank him for listening, right? But then it builds trust back and forth.
Absolutely, yeah. Obviously your coaching is going fantastically. Obviously you just got a big win here.
We actually got another win too with Graham Spencer. He fought in Canada MFC, so he's been coming down, and I worked with him for a little bit. But he's listening. Apparently he won the fight. I haven't seen it, but apparently he won the fight with a technique that we've been working. So that was very nice. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
That was cool.
What's the likelihood of us seeing you back in the cage in the UFC anytime soon?
Well, I won't be 100% until September. Well, I will be 100% in September. And at that point in time, I'll make a decision. But until then, I'm just gonna concentrate on them, because like I said, they put their lives in my hands. So I got to make sure I'm giving them full attention, and I don't want to be too diverse. Focus on myself. I got a lot on my plate, and I like it. I like to stay busy, and it feels good, to be wanted, of course, right? Because they came to me at the position, which was nice, and I'm just glad that it worked out. I'm glad Uriah ended up contacting me, and everything worked out. So I was definitely happy, and had some people that stepped up to make it work out. I had a sponsor, UFC 2000. They stepped up to help the transition. I had few other fighters step up to help me out. Booster Gears helped me out. So it took actually a team of people. Primarily, it was the Uriah Faber and the team brought me out, and then some other things had to happen for it to work out, and that's where Fear the Fighter, GLC 2000, and a Booster Gear helped out. So I was definitely thankful for them as well. So life is a teamwork and networking. So without all of it together, wouldn't be as paradise as it is. And things right now, things are good for sure.